And so here it is, the Z900 SE from Kawasaki, the top of the range middleweight naked bike that Kawasaki has on offer right now. And let me tell you, I've had it for a couple of weeks now, thanks to KD Motorcycles, to give it my best, give it my all and live with this bike. And today I'm going to share everything I've learned about this bike, what I liked, what I didn't like about it. But if you've missed my first impressions review of this bike, I'll leave a link down in the description below. There's also a review about the Z900 RS if you're interested in the more retro sport looking bike segment. But this bike is very much a top of the line middleweight naked bike that Kawasaki has had in their lineup for so long, and now it's been upgraded with the SE version that includes revised front forks with more adjustability, an amazing Öhlins rear shock with so much adjustability as well, and obviously with all that comes the amazing inline 4 engine that's so smooth but yet so exciting and thrilling all the way up to the red line. But now, before we get started, a special thanks to our sponsors. Huge thanks to Shapeheart for sponsoring this video. If you're not familiar with the name, well, they make smartphone mounts that are so easy to use and fit for all kind of bikes. They've been kind enough to send us their latest product, the Pro Boost mount, that essentially allows you to install your smartphone on your handlebar so you can make use of a navigation app, for example, or if you just want to run Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Now, whenever I want to buy a new product, I always ask myself these two simple questions. Does it work, and is it safe to use? Well, you'll be pleased to know that after intense testing, I can say that it works, and it works great. The magnetic system is strong, and never have I felt like my phone was coming off, even at high speeds or on the highway. So the Pro Boost mount, just like all Shapeheart accessories, have been tested on super bikes with speeds up to 226 kilometers an hour on the track. So on the road, it's safe to say that it exceeded my expectations. Now, is it safe for your smartphone? And yes, of course it is. The magnets are located between two iron plates which cut the magnetic field at the smartphone, so you can use it all day long. It's available in different sizes and for pretty much every kind of motorcycle handlebars, so there's 3 sizes of rainproof and touchscreen sleeves compatible with different brands of smartphones. Now, if you're interested, I've left a link in the description below, and there's also a 10% discount code you can use across all products on their website. Now, let's get back to the video. So back in 2022, Kawasaki polished the Z900 by adding this top-of-the-line SE Special Edition model in order to take care of the little niggles the standard Z900 had. So if you ask me, the Z900 is already a hell of a bike with its competitive starting price of £9,699 compared to its competition, and more than enough spec and performance for the road. Clearly though, for the more enthusiastic rider, the base model isn't enough, so the SE comes with the all-important and sophisticated suspension setup that is aimed to offer an even more refined ride. In my experience, and over the 2 weeks I've had it, it made a huge difference. Having also ridden the standard model before, I could immediately tell just how much more feel there is at the front thanks to the revised front forks. While at the back, the Öhlins S46 shock is a huge improvement over the standard one. So whereas before the bike would tend to sit a little bit when you turn the corner, it's now as sharp as you want it to be, which makes it so much more fun to ride, especially in the twisties. So where's the compromise? Well, although the suspension soaks up bumps really well, it is a little bit more firm at the back, so for normal road riding, the softer standard bike will do the job just fine. Now the SE also comes with the amazing radially mounted Brembo monoblock calipers, Brembo 300mm discs at the front, and a single 250mm at the back. The result is strong braking power and a more linear progression when pulling on the lever. But most importantly, at the heart of the Z900 SE is the 948cc liquid-cooled inline-4 engine that puts out 123 horsepower at 9,500 RPM and 98 Nm of torque at 7,700. Now, having had the Z900 RS for the long term, just just before this one, I've had a chance to properly explore this engine, and although on the RS it's tuned to have a bit more punch in the mid-range, I can't deny that the top end of the naked Z900 was exhilarating. It's no surprise Kawasaki has had this engine for some time now, being one of the most reliable on the market, so 123 horsepower, yeah, that's plenty for the road. Bearing in mind its weight of 212 kilos, which is a bit more than the competition, but if anything, this just gave me a bit more confidence knowing that the bike was planted and not just a wobbly toy. I mean, no offense there, Yamaha, but it's kind of true, isn't it? The MT-09 SP is honestly a bit of a bully, just like the KTM 890 Duke R, and the Street Triple RS from Triumph is the hooligan. So where does the Kawasaki fit in all this? Well, the Z900 SE is a quality product offering a quality riding experience, which doesn't require any adjustments to be made by the rider thanks to its very roomy seat and position. It's probably the most stable at speed and reliable, but is it the most fun? I'd say the Street Triple RS and the 890 Duke R can probably take that award. For the most techie, the Yamaha MT-09 SP is probably the best one, and at last, the Kawasaki takes the crown for being the best overall, but it still needs some tweaking. For example, the standard Dunlop Sportmex Road Sport 2 tires are great for the road, but I would have preferred something a little bit more sticky. I haven't missed the IMU as much as I thought I would, and Kawasaki here has done pretty well with the unintrusive rider aids. Sure, there's a bit of on and off, but it's not the end of the world if you've got a decent steady hand. I've left this bike mostly in sport or rider mode, but road and rain are nice to use as well if you're just in town. And at last, the quick shifter. That's probably the only thing Kawasaki would need to add to keep up with its main competition, and fair enough, you don't need one, but surely it makes your ride a lot more engaging and fun, and in all honesty, I missed it just a bit. Now, starting from 11,229 pounds, I think it's a worthy upgrade over the standard Z900 considering the upgrades, and it's in line with its competition, so it's just a matter of what you really want from your next naked motorcycle. And that's pretty much all I got for you guys on the Z900 SE from Kawasaki, and let me know in the comments below what you think about this bike yourself. Leave a comment if you think this is a worthy upgrade over the standard model, or if you'd pick the competition like the Yamaha MT-09, perhaps with a triple engine, or any of the others that we have mentioned in this video. But actually today it's time to take it back to KD Motorcycles. But don't forget to like, subscribe to the video, because there's going to be so many more reviews coming out on the channel. That's all I got for you guys in this one. I'll catch you in the next one.